What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you like Chronos content. And we have an interesting update to a crazy story that happened with Crypto.com. But first, do me a favor, smash the like button. Like the video, right? Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like being here. And let me know in the comments down below if you like Chronos content. Now, we're going to go over some price action and get into this crazy story with Crypto.com. Now, the price is pulling back quite a little bit today. Now, as you can see, the overall cryptocurrency market, is down about 1%, which is, Chronos is down 1% with it. So it's moving with the entire cryptocurrency market. Now, I think that the market is going to run over the next week, starting Monday, but it's probably going to pull back after the Federal Reserve announces, what they're going to be doing going forward with interest hikes, right? But I won't bore you with that. Let's get into the real story here. And I think this is a hilarious story. And I want to know, what would you guys do? What would you guys do? So check this out. If you guys didn't know, a while ago, Crypto.com accidentally sent a lady $10.5 million instead of sending her $100, right? This is May 2021. Now, of course, she never reported it. Crypto.com didn't even know about it until 7 months later. Of course, they wanted to recoup the money, but in the meantime, she bought a house and all sorts of things. Check out this headline. A couple accused of spending $10.5 million sent in error by Crypto.com on houses, a car, furniture, and gifts face trial for theft. Now, here's the difference between decentralization and centralization, because a lot of people get it mixed up. Guys, in the decentralized world, right? Off of centralized exchanges, like not using Crypto.com. If I were to accidentally send somebody $10.5 million, well, I just lost $10.5 million. But for example, if you accidentally send somebody, $10.5 million from a Crypto.com account, you can call a number and those sorts of things and talk to some people and get that money back, right? That's the difference between centralization and decentralization, right? When it comes to exchanges and sending money and those sorts of things. Of course, there's way more to it, but that's like a base kind of explanation right there, right? There are protections for some customers. People like those protections, right? Now, if you're the couple, what do you do in this situation? If that's me, I ain't saying nothing. And it's kind of crazy that they're going to be facing any kind of legal ramifications for it, but it looks like they are going to, because Crypto.com wants their $10.5 million back. Now, obviously, this isn't the first time Crypto.com has done something like this. Just recently, right, they accidentally sent $400 million to the wrong recipient, right? This is when, CZ, the CEO of Binance, came out with all that FUD, saying that they were faking balance sheets, those sorts of things. Of course, Chris came out and debunked that story, but they have a clerical error and we got to get it together. You can't be sending $10 million to some random person and then $400 million to the wrong address, right? Now, that address was whitelisted. It was an address they knew, but still, you can't make those sorts of mistakes. And hopefully that person was fired, because you can't have people on your team making those sorts of mistakes, because then what happens? Well, then you have CZ calling out Crypto.com saying that, oh, these guys are shady, when they really weren't, when it was just an accident, right? So we got to make sure we, don't have people like that working for us. Now, this story is crazy. What would you guys do? Would you spend the money? I'd spend the money, right? I'd spend the money. Now, of course, they are going to get in a little bit of trouble because they weren't supposed to spend that money. I'm not sure what the fine print says when it comes to some of these cryptocurrency exchanges in the event that they accidentally send you way too much money, right? So it looks like they're actually going to get in some big trouble for it, right? So it says a couple are facing a trial in Australia on theft charges after they spent millions of dollars wrongly transferred to their bank account by Crypto.com. That's hilarious, right? So instead of $10.5 million, they get 100. Imagine that. That's insane, right? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So it says to Theva, I don't know, I can't pronounce the name. It says account in May 2021 after entering the wrong figure in the payment field, according to a default judgment in August. It took the company 7 months to realize its mistake and try to recover the funds. Like, if I'm the people that got sent the $10.5 million, I'm gonna sit on it for like a week, and then or maybe a month. And if no one hits me up after a month, I'm breaking bad. I'm spending money. I'm breaking bread, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So this is crazy. Check this out. So the couple spent $70,000 on a car for one of their children, another $1.2 million to pay off a friend's mortgage. That's a nice friend, right? And spent the rest on furniture, art, and other luxury products. The outlet reported. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Detective Senior Constable Connor Healy said Manivel, 40, was apprehended at Melbourne Airport carrying a large amount of cash and luggage and a one-way ticket to Malaysia per the mail. Man, this person was going to flee the country. They were out of there. I would have did the same thing, right? But it says Sin had been a keen crypto trader, according to the Daily Mail, and had nearly $50,000 in his Crypto.com wallet. Okay, so he still had a good, nice little bag in there. Not 10.5 million, but that's a nice bag. He reportedly claimed that he had won the money from Crypto.com when the mistake was eventually noticed. Got it. This is crazy, right? I can read the rest, but it's kind of redundant. So we'll have to see what happens. So it says this part is important. The court heard that $2 million in cash was still unaccounted for, along with assets worth a further $1 million. The couple faces sentences up to 20 years each if found guilty on stealing the funds from Commonwealth Bank, Australia. Okay, so they're suing them, or excuse me, charging them from stealing from the bank. That seems a little crazy to me. That should be an issue with Crypto.com. Of course, these people should be in trouble for spending that money, but it's like they wouldn't have got it in the first place if someone didn't make a mistake, right? I bet you this $2 million in cash is unaccounted for because they have $2 million in cash that they're probably stashing in places in the event something like this would happen, right? So let's move on to the next story, right? So that's an interesting story. Crypto.com, stop sending people large amounts of money. Actually, you can send me money if you want. This next story is pretty interesting. I don't know if it's completely true. I don't use the exchange. I like their DeFi wallet. I just don't trust exchanges right now. But this says Crypto.com app suspends BEP20 deposits with BNB chain, right? Obviously, BEP20 deposits are tokens built on the BNB chain, which is Binance's blockchain. And Binance recently called out Crypto.com, so maybe Crypto.com's like, yeah, get your tokens off my exchange. We don't want you guys on here. But I mean, I don't know. Who knows, right? Now, I was reading this, and it says that other crypto platforms were doing the same thing. I'm not sure what the validity is to this statement, but let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys deal with BEP20 tokens on Crypto.com? And if so, can you deposit them? I'm interested to hear what you have to say. So this is a quick little news article. This is something I found in the news, something relevant. So it'd be interesting to see if they did stop supporting BNB cryptos on their chain because of all the FUD that was spread by CZ. Now, I want to mention something real quick before we take off here. Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com, is doing a good job being active on Twitter. I tell people so much, like cryptocurrency projects, you gotta be active on Twitter. You gotta stay in the minds of investors and people that believe in your project. You got to, right? You have to do that because it just keeps you in the loop, right? It's good to be able to log into Twitter, right? Because crypto Twitter is popular, right? And to see your favorite project always talking about their product or the partnerships they're taking, or maybe like they're doing right here, responding to other people's comments, right? Or responding to FUD, right? Remember that video we did yesterday on Mr. Whale Chart? I'll put a link to that video at the end of this and in the cards up above. Right? It's good to be active on Twitter. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you think of that crazy $400 million story and that couple receiving $10.5 million? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Remember, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you made it this far in the video, every Monday on my channel, if you're a member, which means you have an eggplant next to your name, right? Let me make sure this is focused. My members receive free crypto, usually $50. You can pick the crypto you want, but usually it's an ERC20 token. And luckily for you guys, Crypto.com is on the Ethereum blockchain too through Coinbase. So if you want to be entered to win, just become a member. We have 3 different tiers: $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99. Either one doesn't really matter. $2.99 is fine. As long as you're a member on my channel, you'll be entered to win free crypto every single Monday. We've already have 3 winners. Ask my community. They already know. I give away a lot of stuff on my channel. I think I've given away like 10 ledgers, a ton of crypto, and I just want to give back to you guys since becoming a member gives me residual income every month. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.